Welcome back, everybody. This is 7 Minutes for Seniors. I'm Chris with Modified Independence, here with my friend Cal Heseman from Gateway Business Advisors. This is our third segment, so go back and check out the other two segments to find out all about Gateway Business Advisors and how they help seniors and how they help sell and purchase businesses and everything like that. So this is the part when you were looking at the questions, you're like, I don't know if we can talk about that for 7 minutes. You'd be surprised. Sometimes these questions actually run on longer than the other ones.
Okay.
Right? So what kind of hobbies do you have? When you're not business advising, when you're not networking, what are you doing?
Really love hiking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long distance, like heavy backpack, like
some of that. We're going on vacation in a week up in the Smokies, and we'll do a lot of day trips here and there. But I try to walk a fair amount every day, but that's. But as far as hobbies, I don't have any real hands-on hobbies.
No fishing, woodworking, whittling.
No.
Golfing? Or do you golf?
I used to golf. Then I had a couple of back surgeries, so I backed away from that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So hiking. Okay. So you're talking about like day trips. So you're going to have a central location, and you're going to throw on a backpack with a few things in it, and then take off for how many miles? How many miles are you going to go?
It depends on the park that we're in or whatever. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mountains make a big difference, right? There's no mountains in Florida.
No.
No. We were just down at Keystone Heights over the weekend, and one of our friends lives on Deer Lake or something like that down there. And I was walking up the hill to the house, and I was thinking, boy, when I was in Boy Scouts and I was walking up like mountains, Appalachian Mountains or whatever, on a North Country Trail, like that was steep. I'm like, boy, this is kicking my butt. I need to walk some mountains. It was just a steep hill.
Yeah.
So you get your walking in every day. You get your steps. Do you have one of those trackers that you keep track of your steps?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you walk a dog when you're taking your steps?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of dog do you have?
It's a Yorkie.
A Yorkie?
Yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you had a small dog. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just, sometimes you look at people and you're like, if they had a dog, what kind of dog would they have?
Yeah, well, we used to have an Italian Greyhound, but it passed away. So then we got the Yorkie.
How old did the Greyhound live to be?
Like 13.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I think that's kind of long for them, isn't it?
It is.
Usually like 7 to 10 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have a Yorkie.
Yeah.
They tend to be the meaner ones, like the smaller dogs.
This one's not mean.
No. I've been bit by more small dogs than big dogs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This one lady had one, and she's like, I have a dog, and I was like, where's the dog? She's like, dog's underneath the couch. And I was like, okay. So I get her blood pressure. We do all of our things and everything like that, and I'm going to leave. And as I stepped past the couch to leave, I was like, goodbye, Mrs. Smith. See you later. I guess that was the trigger word for the dog. And the dog comes out from underneath the couch, bites me right on my Achilles tendon.
Oh my gosh.
Right above the shoes.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, and I got out of the house, and it didn't puncture the skin, but I was like,
you were lucky.
Yeah. I was like, boy, oh boy, they're mean. Yeah.
They can be.
So no specific hobbies. So like reading?
Well, excuse me. Yes.
Writing poetry?
I love to read.
Okay.
I do love to read.
What book are you reading right now?
Stolen Focus.
What is that about?
It's about how we all spend too much time on our phones, on our computers, all that kind of stuff.
Not about how we spend too much time reading books.
No. True.
Because I always wondered about that. Like before we had digital devices and everything like that, nobody was ever upset about people reading too much.
Yeah.
But you could literally be one of those people that reads those trashy romance novels, right? And it's just as kind of bad for your brain as.
Yeah. Well, I like reading history and then some of these books like Stolen Focus.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of old-fashioned. I like to have the paperback version and put the yellow magic marker.
Oh, okay. So you go through and highlight your books.
I do a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. My grandmother did that. She had thousands of books, and they were dog earmarked and everything like that, and highlighted. And it's like, did she ever go back and read them again to see what was going on?
Well, when we moved down here, I had to get rid of about 250 of them.
Yeah. All right. Do you go to the library and get books, or do you buy books?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll go to the library and get one, and then decide this is really good. I need to buy one.
Funny story about books. My daughter is, my stepdaughter is, was visually impaired. I don't know how to
Oh.
put that term. But I always told her, like, I was always, when I'd be driving past the mall, there's always a Books a Million in every mall,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then Books a Million was too many words, so they decided to shorten it to BAM. So you'd hear it on the radio. It'd be like,
Right,
you know,
right.
swing by BAM. So anytime we drove by the mall, if she saw the sign, she'd go, BAM.
Yep.
So there you go. Funny story. So something surprising about you. You told me when you were reading the questions.
Yeah.
So
Well, when my brother and I were teenagers, we invented the zip line.
okay.
But thank God Mom and Dad got home right before we got ready to use it.
Okay.
And Dad made us tear it down, but we didn't know anything about patents, so we didn't patent the darn thing.
So what was it connected to? You had to have a start and an end to your zip line.
Yep. So I grew up on a farm, so we had a 70-foot tall silo.
Okay.
And then we ran the zip line across the cow lot, across the pond, planted this big pole on the other side.
Right.
And then we had an old bale mover out of the hayloft, and we oiled that thing up, put that on the line.
Right.
And then we were going to put a rope underneath it and hang on that rope, ride down, drop off in the pond.
Oh, okay. So because there was no break, you had no way to stop.
No,
at the
no
end.
way to stop.
You're going to run right into the pole.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you starting all the way up? Were you starting 70 feet up?
Yes, that was the plan.
Oh my God. You're going to reach terminal velocity halfway down.
Probably.
Especially if you grease that wheel up real good.
Yep.
Yeah. And how deep was the pond you were going to land in?
Oh, about 15 feet.
Okay. So
it was deep enough.
You weren't going to break anything.
No.
Like you weren't going to hit the bottom.
No,
but
no.
Still impacting the water at that speed. Yeah, it's probably a good thing your parents came home.
Yes,
early.
we're thankful. Thankful now.
Would you go ziplining anywhere now?
I've done that a number of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the highest height that you were ziplining?
I don't remember.
Because I see videos all the time, like on social media, where people are ziplining over like 1,000-foot deep canyons and stuff like that.
Well, I took a bungee jump in New Zealand, a 430-foot fall over a river.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times have you bungee jumped?
That was the only time.
The only time?
Yeah.
Have you ever skydived?
No.
Okay.
I always wanted to, but never have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're right here. I mean, yeah. Oh, Hurlong Airport's a great place to go.
Yeah.
Or you can go head out to Craig Airfield. And they do it out over the ocean.
I've seen that. Yeah.
But the ground hurts just as bad as the water does.
Yes.
At that speed, if the chute doesn't come out, you're still SOL, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's going to finish our third segment of 7 Minutes for Seniors. Thank you very much. You guys go check out Cal and see how he can help you with Gateway Business Advisors, and we will see you again tomorrow.